All right, continuing on with the Cherry Burst from Warmoth. I mentioned previously that the EMG setup, the loaded pickguard, uses a 9-volt battery, and according to their instructions, you have to lift up the pickguard a little bit to get the battery out or put a new one in. And I wasn't real crazy about that, so I figured out a couple of options maybe that might work. Was to cut a hole in the back of the guitar and then install like a back plate of some sort. I ordered these from Philadelphia Luthier Tools. They're for a Les Paul, and that was one option. And then the second option was to install a battery box. So I measured the depth of the control cavity and subtracted the depth of the controls on the EMG, and a battery box should work. It's not much bigger than a battery, and keep my fingers crossed again. And so what I did was I made a template of the bottom of the battery box out of paper and put that in here and just traced it out with a permanent marker. And what I'll do is just drill out the 4 corners, and then very carefully using a small handsaw cut that out. And theoretically, if my math is okay, the battery box should fit okay in the back. And I'm going to be real careful because this body is just gorgeous. It's like glass, so I don't want to nick it up. So I'm going to be real careful today with that, and we'll see how that goes. I did a little experimenting with the other body, cutting a hole in the back, and I think I can do it. Well, I took the initiative to cut a hole in the back of a beautiful body to install a battery box, which fit pretty good. However, when I was cutting the hole, the finish cracked a tad here. You can probably barely see it. So when the battery box is installed, it shows, and I didn't want that big kind of glitch on the back of the guitar. So what I did was I took a plate that I ordered from Philadelphia Luthier Tools, and it's a set for the Les Paul. There's a control cover and then the switch cover, a little round one. I took that and cut it and then rounded off the corners a little bit, and I'm going to use that as a battery cover. So that'll work pretty good. I still have the clear plastic on these, but it doesn't look too bad. So I'll do that, and right now I'm just going to put the loaded pickguard in, the EMG pickguard, and see how that lines up, and the battery insert and all that stuff, and see if everything's copacetic. The battery looks like it fits perfectly. Put a little piece of foam. They provide a piece of foam, although I think I threw it out when I opened the pickguard. But battery looks like it's sitting in there pretty good. Yeah, easy peasy hookup on the pickguard and controls. It's just a couple little plugs that you plug into the circuit board. And that's it for that. I'm going to put the cover on and test out the pickups, make sure everything's working. All right, a quick unboxing here. First of 2 necks showed up from Warmoth, and this one I originally planned to go on the Cherry Burst with the EMGs in it, and I ordered it with black perloid blocks on the fretboard, and I'm not sure how they're going to go with the pickguard on that, but we'll find out shortly here. I also have another neck that I ordered with white perloid, I guess it is, blocks. I have a Telecaster body, so a loaded body, but we'll see which ones look best with which guitars. And this is roasted maple. So we'll see how it looks. Not too bad. I don't think. No. They got rid of the peanuts in the packing, which is good. It's on the rid of the box, which is nice. So we'll see what it looks like. I have to dig in a neck plate, put that on, but as always, a nice fit. And we'll see how things go here. Well, there it is in a nutshell. Not too bad. I'll get it stringed up and get some tuners. I have hip shot staggered tuners for it because the roasted maple is kind of brittle, being that it's so dry, so it's tough to drill. The anti-rotation screws and stuff. But anywho, I'll get this on and get some strings on it, and I might put this on the Telecaster or the other Dragon Burst once I get the neck with the white inlays. I think that was just a regular maple with a Indian rosewood fretboard and then the white inlays. So we'll see how things shake out as that one comes in. That should be here in about a week. This took I think a few days, more than 5 weeks to get here since when I ordered it. So get that on and see how it goes. So there it is. And the back plate on. Came out pretty nice, I think, overall for a kitchen table job.